The void portal within Ulnar has been sealed, but a greater threat looms. Amon is transforming our people into a host form.
While we were focused upon Ulnar, he has unleashed the full might of the Golden Armada.
Our current forces are not powerful enough to engage the Great Fleet, but Amon's other servants run rampant across the sector.
Then we should strike immediately. Eliminate his outlying forces.
The ancient Purifiers were designed for war. If we reactivate them, we can build our armies and destroy Amon's Zerg broods in one fell swoop.
I have heard your counsel, and I have chosen to go to Endion. We leave at once!
The Purifier stasis grid is still intact. We'll have to destabilize it from the generator below. I'm detecting a massive Zerg infestation on the surface. They can't be Kerrigans.
Amon's brood. This will not be easy.
Cybros, the vault of the Purifiers. It is fortunate that Amon's brood has been unable to penetrate its stasis grid.
I now have access to Endion's records. The stasis grid is sealed by complicated locking mechanisms. They can only be destabilized by a certain device. The megalith. I'll begin recovering it now, so it may work on the locks.
It will need protection. These forests already crawl with Zerg abominations.
Then we shall clear them out.
The final lock is destabilizing, and the grid is down. We've done it! Cybros is free from stasis.
Recall our forces from Endion's surface. We take this battle to Cybros.
The Spear of Adum has finished replicating a new combat unit. You can assign it to a faction now if you wish.
I assume your plan is to bind these robotic warriors to your will.
They will be allowed their freedom, much like Phoenix. Making slaves of them is what led to their revolt before.
Oh, this foolish idealism taxes my patience.
Idealism? They are the replications of our greatest champions. We seek to free your people from Malash, and yet you desire to enslave mine?
I care not for freedom that softens a people. I will dethrone Malash and save my kind from oblivion. But they will not be free. They will serve me. Freedom is a delusion, granted to the weak by the strong.
You speak as Amon does. For the sake of your life, that will change.
Instill the Phoenix machine as the new executor of the Purifiers, and use them as the tools of destruction they were built to be.
Why was Endion chosen as the world Cybros was to orbit?
For thousands of years, it has been a research retreat. Here, Protoss scholars secluded themselves from political affairs to focus on the task of devising technology that would benefit the Empire. The Psi Matrix was first conceived here. When it was decided that the Purifiers would be shut down, they became a symbol of achievement, but also the dangers of it.
So they were brought to a research colony.
Where better than a place where our greatest scientists resided, constantly improving Cybros' stasis field.
And how many resided on the world below?
800,000 Kalai, a contingent of Templar.
I only hope their deaths were swift.
The Purifiers are dangerous. Perhaps you must learn this firsthand. If you would listen to me just once. May the knowledge of our ancestors aid us in this final hour. They cannot all be like Phoenix, Hierarch.
Artanis, it is good to see you. Cybros will not be able to resist the Zerg for long. We should move quickly if we hope to save the Purifiers.
I require your honest counsel, Phoenix. Do you believe the Purifiers will join us?
I do not know. They may harbor rage, resentment for the actions of our forebears.
The Daylom is not the Conclave. We are united in purpose, like never before.
And that is why the Purifiers must be allowed to choose their fate for themselves. Without freedom, a people can be controlled, but never united.
This is true, and yet, the Firstborn have ill need of another enemy.
And I believe in you to not create one. Your actions determine the future for both the Templar and the Purifiers. But now is the time to act, Hierarch.
You are right. The way forward may be difficult, but it is necessary. Thank you, my friend. Your plan worked, Karax. The stasis grid is down. We must act now.
If we can bring Cybros online, the battle station should begin to defend itself.
And the Purifiers?
They have lain dormant for millennia. They may still harbor anger towards us. If they turn on us, we will have to fight.
We failed them before, not understanding what it was we had birthed. These personalities may be replications, but they are alive.
After spending so much time with Phoenix, I share your belief. With all that has happened, I cannot help but think of Ire. I am curious, Phoenix. What is your last memory of our home?
I remember being alone. I do not know whether it was the blade or my faith that wavered. But in that moment, the Zerg struck.
I am sorry for stirring painful memories. I will leave you be.
With the stasis grid down, the Zerg have begun infesting the surface of Cybros. We do not have long if we wish to save the Purifiers. These Zerg are truly as tenacious as the archives claim. Their infestation already spreads across the surface.
And Amon's hybrid has begun fortifying the hives. We must hope for the aid of the Purifiers to win this battle.
Indeed. According to the station's schematics, Cybros' power architecture is divided into 4 distinct quadrants. Each is sealed by 3 null circuits. Destroying all of the circuits in a quadrant should restore its power, activating at least some of the Purifiers.
We will need to keep a watchful eye upon the core matrix. If the Zerg destroy it, Cybros falls as well.
There, a null circuit. Destroy it, and power should begin to flow again.
A Zerg force is preparing to move on the core matrix. Warriors, defend the core!
I'm detecting a Purifier awakening on its own. Wait, something is amiss. The AI has gone rogue.
Its Solarite memory lattice has grown irreversibly unstable. We should disable it. At least we can put its Solarite to use. Energy flow increasing exponentially. It's working! The Purifiers are activating!
I am Executor Tal'Darim. I address the leader of the Firstborn.
Executor Tal'Darim, your deeds are taught to all Templar, even to this day.
Cease your adulation. Why do you seek the Purifiers?
Brothers, you were created to protect the Empire. Yet we did not treat you as you deserved. as true Templar. I implore you to forgive our ancestors' mistakes, to take up your ancient charge once more, and join us as equals.
We will see if you speak truth. You will aid us in purifying this alien threat. Only then shall we discuss this further. Sentinels! Advance upon the alien stronghold! Purify the invaders!